markets. We have been in our world of our own, but we have our research team joining in with this straight setup. What are the stocks that are likely to be in the news and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. First up, Sonia, let me come across to you. What is the market setup looking like today?
So, well, yesterday was a really good day, right? I mean, despite the very weak global cues, we had a stunning intraday recovery led by the banks as well as cement stocks. Yesterday, the Nifty Bank gained more than 1,100 points from the lows. So one thing is very clear about this market, that the buy on dips trend is something that continues. In fact, the Nifty Bank closed above the 41,000 level by the end of trade. The global markets, though, they ended absolutely flat. The Dow was up almost about 30-odd points. It's an important day for economic data. There's a raft of economic data that comes out today: retail sales, import prices, jobless claims. And the US Fed officials, as we know, next Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be meeting, and there is an expectation of a base case of a 75 basis points rate hike and an upper case of 100 basis points rate hike. So that is what the street is pricing in right now. Brent crude prices have risen 2% on account of supply concerns. Brent is back above $94 a barrel. In terms of the flows, after many days, FIs have sold about 1,400 crores in the cash markets. DIs have bought, but a very small amount, just about 187 odd crores. But the moot point is that this market has been buying every dip, and yesterday was proof of that. Even if the market does see a bit of a tentative move today, I reckon that in spaces like financials, where there's been large delivery-based buying, cement has seen good delivery-based buying as well. These are pockets that will continue to garner attention. Back to you.
Okay, all right. That is the market setup. Now going across to Vaishta, who will list out all the stocks that will be in focus today. Good morning, Vaishta.
Good morning, Sonal. Well, first is for PVR, wherein the investors, including Grey Birch, Plenty PE and multiple Ps, are to sell up to 7.7% in PVR via the secondary market today in a price range of approximately 1,852 to 1,929 rupees per share, which is leading to a total transaction value of 900 crores. Moving on to GR Infra Projects, wherein the promoters sell up to 5.9% stake in the company via an offer for sale. For Balaji Amines, the company completes the phase 1 of the Greenfield project and announces further capex for adding new capacities in phase 2 of the Greenfield project. For KPI Green Energy, the company has received a new order for executing wind-solar hybrid power project of 4.2 megawatts. And the last on my radar is Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, wherein the company is going to be making its market debut today with a final issue price which is fixed at 525 rupees per share.
Okay, all right. Those are the stocks in news and in focus today. Of course, PVR is a source-based news. Finally, Nigel is joining in with all the cues from the F&O space this morning. Hey, Nigel.
Well, morning. You're just making the point that yesterday the Nifty was fairly resilient. But at the end of the day, the point that you take home is that the bears, they are coming to defend the 18,100 odd mark. And if you look at it in the last couple of trading sessions, we're going near that level. And from there, we're seeing some bit of supply. The FI data, in fact, is a little bit skittish. If you're looking at it. And the bears, they are putting in a fight to defend that 18,100 odd mark. Yesterday, the FI sold the net institutions, that's the FI and the DI data together. That was close to around 1,100 crores in terms of a net sell number. What did the FIs do in the F&O market? Well, they added shorts big time and they unwound some longs. So they continue to remain net short on the index. But that's not really the point. On the index option side, well, they bought puts big time. And the bigger problem is they're writing more calls now. So yesterday they wrote close to around 31,000 call contracts. Which of the strikes that were active? The 18,000, 18,100 calls. Both of them fairly active. Between them, close to around 40 lakh shares were added. So what's the trade then? The bears appear, they want to defend that 18,100, 18,150 odd mark. Support is seen at around the 20 DMA. But given the fact the SGX Nifty is suggesting a big gap up of close to around 70 points odd, risk reward may not favor buying that gap up. So maybe you wait for a bit of a dip, and we'll have a fresh breakout only once that 18,100 odd mark is crossed. Back to you.
Okay, all right. That is the market setup. Thank you, Vaishta, Nigel and Sonia for joining us. With that, we'll slip into a break now. Up next, Food Secretary Sudhanshu Pandey defends India's decision to restrict rice exports. More on that after this very short break. Stay tuned.